believe we are live. This is day 17 of trying to get a software engineering internship. We have a different layout today. I got my mic and I do have some music in the background for you guys because I feel like it might get dead sometimes when I don't have music on. So yeah, let me just adjust the camera here. So yeah, I just added some music for you guys, so it should sound a lot better. There's my mic right here. And yeah, everything should sound a lot better. Oliver is always the first one on the stream, man. Oliver, you are a proper OG at the moment with the amount of times you're showing up. How good is the mic volume? The music and mic sounds better. Sounds good. That's good. I can't, for some reason, I can't check what mic I'm using at the moment. Audio input capture. Are you guys sure it sounds a lot better? I'm not exactly sure, does it? Maybe I'll join stream on my phone and check. It should sound better. Maybe turn the music down a bit, though it's a bit loud over my voice. Yeah, for sure, I can do that. There we go. Maybe I think this should be better. I don't know why it's not letting me check if I'm using the proper mic. Edit, view. Are you guys sure the mic sounds better? Are you 100% sure? Let me try to make it louder, like hello. I might be using the wrong mic. It sounds better. Says Iman. That's the first time I've seen you, Iman. How are you, man? Nice to have you in chat for the first time. I don't know if I'm using the right mic. Cause I feel like I'm trying to troll on my mic right now to see if it's the right. Let me check. Yeah, I just checked. I don't think I'm using my. Oh yeah, I am. Sorry, I am using my mic. Okay, never mind. Thank you. No worries, bro. Nice to have you here. We're gonna start with some Leet Code today. So, cause yesterday I only did one question, so we're gonna do another one. Also, you guys, I think it should sound. Is it too loud now, guys? Cause I put the volume up. Is it too loud? Let me know. Maybe this is better. Yeah, here. CC Far says hi. Hey, nice to meet you, man. Are you a CS student? And is this your first time tuning in? Did you take any DSA classes? Yes, I have taken DSA classes. In my university, it's called CPSC 331, and yeah, I took it. It was a pretty interesting. It's basically this stuff, actually, what I'm showing on the screen. Some Leet Code. It's not fully this, but it obviously helps. Like, it's like different algorithms and data structures, and then you learn how to manipulate them, right? So what we would do is, like, we'd get lists, and then we'd have to manipulate the list, like add, remove, how to do everything with a list, how to do everything with a stack, with what are the other ones? Stacks. Why am I forgetting everything? What is it? It's stacks and queues. Yeah, stacks and queues. And then there's linked lists, everything, man, the whole bunch, bro. Yeah, I've done it. Are you going into a DSA class yet, or are you in university? What's your background? Sifari, I think that's how you say your name. And if it's your first time tuning in, bro, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 652 right now, so it'd be sick if you could subscribe. Yeah, I'm a CS student. Haven't taken my DSA class yet, but I should be able to take it in the spring. Right. I would recommend take it in the spring, but make it your main focus. Like, don't take other classes with your DSA classes, because it's the most important class in your CS degree, really. Because anything else, like, you can, like, I'd say it's better to just, like, learn on your own. But DSA classes, they're just helpful because you have a professor with you, and then they can give you tips. You can learn DSA on your own as well, but I guess my opinion on it just stems from the fact that I had a good DSA prof. So yeah. But is the mic volume too loud, guys? Let me know if you think it's too loud. I could adjust it. Like, if there are any adjustments you guys think I should make, let me know. Been sub first time in here though. Oh, sick, sick, sick. I'm glad I have you here, man. And that's sick, bro. That's awesome to hear. And anyone else who's new or who hasn't been in chat before, say hi. Do you think it's better to do a degree other than CS at a better university or do CS at a worse one? You know what? It depends what you're going into, because like if you're doing engineering but you're doing it at a better university, you can still get into CS because through the, like do internships, because internships they require you to be in certain degrees, right? So it's better to be loud than too low. That's good. That's good. I don't want to be too loud though, you know what I mean? Like I don't want it to be like extremely loud, but I think it might be a little too loud. I think this should be good. Maybe. I'll check after. But if it's too loud though, let me know, guys. Yeah, I think I'll keep it at this. Yeah, around here. Yeah, I'm adjusting the music as well. But yeah, if you're in engineering or something, yes, I would recommend go to the better university and then learn CS on the side, then going to a worse university and doing CS there, because I don't think it matters what degree you do as long as it's like engineering or CS. If you're just doing like electrical engineering or something, you can still easily get into CS through your university, because they require you to be in engineering or computer science, at least in North America, for software engineering internships. Akil Babu, is this questions are enough to crack a good job? Are you talking about the blind 75? I would say, Akil, that not fully, but enough for you to maybe an internship. Yeah, I'd say this is enough for an internship, 100%. But more practice with this. Like Algo Expert's really good. I would do everything on Algo Expert when you're more advanced. Like once you get advanced, Algo Expert's the better one, but you do have to pay for it. But Algo Expert's pretty good. Leet Code's decent too. Leet Code's pretty good, but it's just like a general like learning thing, right? Like it's good for me to do on stream, because it's like one of the, he just picks up good Leet Code problems, and then yeah. The one I wanted to do today was the longest palindromic substring. Was that the one, or which one was it that I looked at yesterday that I thought I should do? Longest palindromic substring, longest increasing sub. I think it was this one. Yeah, I have to check the difficulty though, or sorry, the acceptance rate, because that's pretty important. We do want to work on React again today, so it's pretty important how hard the question is. 34.1. Okay, we might do this the next Leet Code stream then, but for now, damn, my hair looking like a mess, bro. For now we'll do, which one was the one I saw that was 54%? I saw palindromic substrings maybe. I think this was the 54, which is doable in like 30 minutes if we know how to do it. How much harder is the Leet Code grind for new grads compared to internships? I think it's a little harder, but same concept. I mean, some people just get return offers anyways from their companies. Okay, we'll do this one. It's 70.4%, so yeah, but I guess it's there's different ways to do it, obviously, but we'll do this one. Xcali draw about to come out. This is an easier question though, because it is 70.4%, so if I solve it with ease, don't be surprised. Watch me just not solve it at all. But yeah, which year are you currently studying? I'm going into my third. So yeah, I'm going into my third year. So that's gonna be fun. Also, if you guys are new here, bro, and you're not subscribed, or if you aren't new here and you're not subscribed, make sure to smash the subscribe button. We are on the road to 1K. I should put it in chat, like, smash the subscribe button. I'm gonna put it in chat. Smash the subscribe button so that I can make the Discord. There we go. Smash the subscribe button. Okay. I'll move this here. But yeah, I'm going into my third year, guys. I'm a third year too. I feel so behind. Are you going in, or did you just finish your third year? Which country, which university? I live in Canada, and I go to the University of Calgary. I'm a third year too. I feel so behind. Dude, you're not behind, man. As long as you're putting in the work, you won't be behind. There's no You know what? My thought process is never complain about being behind, because you will genuinely just fall behind. Do something about it. If you feel behind, do something. Just take that action. Like, I started streaming, bro. I'm like, I didn't get an internship second year. I tried my best, got very close, didn't get one. So I'm gonna start streaming and hold myself accountable on stream for putting in the work. As far as entering my third year, bro, don't stress it, man. Why are you so? You're not that behind. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be fine. Just put in the effort. Take these streams as motivation. And yeah, bro, we'll ball at the end. Also, if you guys think this question is like super easy, it probably is, but we're using a 1D dynamic programming solution to it, so it's not gonna be as easy as like you guys might like get like a greedy algorithm or some not easy, but different algorithm to solve the question. But we want to solve it using dynamic programming, because sometimes companies, they ask you on about solving this type of question, but they want you to use a specific algorithm or specific like time complexity to solve it in, right? So there's different ways to do that. Akil says, bro, let's connect on LinkedIn. Yeah, dude, I have it linked in my bio, so if you want to connect with me, you guys can connect with me on there. I just recently was talking to someone who subscribed to me on and he added me on LinkedIn, and we started networking on there. So that was awesome. Akil says, I'm going into fourth year. That's sick, man. That's great to hear. Good luck on going into fourth year. Says I got an internship last summer, but it was in IT. Got hit from a recruiter for an IT position again for the fall. Hopefully I get it. I hope you do too, man. But I do want to get an actual software engineering job instead of being stuck in IT. Look, in this market, take what you can get. Leave, and like, I would personally just recommend keep applying. If you do get the software engineering position, then just leave the job. I think you can do that. I'm not sure. I've heard stories of people doing that, but yeah, like if you do get one, like if you get one for fall, then maybe you try getting it for winter, and then if it's like a 1-year internship, like leave after 4 months, and then put both of those experiences on there. But yeah, if you guys like want to add me on LinkedIn or anything, like, it is all my socials that I have public are in my bio. So if you guys want to add me, you definitely can. But let's get started with the question, guys. I don't want to take up too much time. But you guys can ask me questions. Obviously, I will check them out. Don't worry about that. But I just want to start for you guys because I don't want to waste anyone's time. So let's just get straight into it. Because some people might be here for the Leet Code stuff, or Leet Code, sorry. So let's read this. Given a string s, I'll put it on this side actually, so you guys can read the question better. Yeah, let's put it here. Yeah, you guys should see that better now. So given a string s, return the number of substrings within s that are palindromes. A palindrome is a string that reads the same forward and backward. A, B, C, we are saying 3. So okay, literally just each letter A, B, and C. That's our number of palindromes. Triple A, that is also 6, because you can go 1, 2, 3. A. Okay, you guys get the idea, right? Yo, I still want people to talk in chat, bro. So you guys also gotta fill the chat up. We gotta have a whole like conversation going on while I'm solving this. And if you guys also wanna like help out with the question, don't give the solution obviously, but if you wanna help out with the question, that would also be much appreciated. So let's see. I mean, that's one way to look at it, right? So each letter on its own is a palindrome. So anytime I'm like, even if I have Z, B, C, that's already 3 because of each letter. Z, B, C is a palindrome. No, has 3 palindromes, sorry. So, I mean, for sure, our whatever our variable is where we're gonna contain the palindrome, like number, we'll just call it num. num of palindromes equals, it's gonna be at minimum 3. This is the minimum number of palindromes in this minimum, but it also ends up being the maximum. So let's take a better example, like an actual palindrome. So poop is a palindrome. Sliding window. Right now, I'm just doing dynamic programming, and then once I finish all those, I'll do sliding window. I have done sliding window though before. I did the stock one, because one of the subscribers, Thopu, he's on stream right now, but he actually recommended me to do it, so I did it. But yeah, I missed that guy. I don't know where he's at. If you're watching, bro, say hi or something. I miss you. But yeah, I've done sliding window, but I'm going based off, I'm just doing every category's questions first, and then, because that's a better way to learn Leet Code, right? And actually learning algorithms by doing a specific category the whole time. And then from there you, what's the word for it? You learn a specific category and then move on to the next category once you've mastered that category, if that makes sense. So poop. Poop is a palindrome. The minimum number of palindromes in poop is going to be 4, right? Because we have 4 characters. So num, you guys can't see this. Let me just move this down. Yo, Shandi, what's good, man? Nice to have you back, bro. Got you, makes sense. So, sorry, this is too close to the poop. I feel like a kid making these jokes. Num equals 4 in this case, right? And then that's the minimum, bro. Though we're saying 4 is the minimum number of palindromes in the word poop, because each character is basically essentially a palindrome, right? So yeah, poop is at minimum 4. PO isn't, OP isn't. So in this case it would be 5, or no, not 5. It would be what would it be? It would be 6, because we'd have, 1 second. That's an ugly 6. 6, because OO is a palindrome, and then poop, and then each character. So our total would be 6, essentially. So when we're writing the code for this, so let's say I made like a number of palindrome, we'll just call it num. The minimum number we're gonna start with is the length of s, which is the palindrome. That is the minimum. We don't start at 0, we start at s, and then from there we have to figure out. So if I have 4 minimum, right? So I start at 4, I increment each time I find another palindrome within the substring. Now, since this is a dynamic programming question, we know that in dynamic programming, we have to fill out a list, right? And what we need to figure out with the list we are creating, so let's say we'll call it like DP or whatever, right? DP equals 0, and then times. For now, we'll just say times, like whatever. We don't know yet. We don't know right now what DP is going to be equal to. We just know it's a list. We'll just set it as an empty list for now. But we don't know yet. We don't know. So we have this empty list that we need to know what each index means. So what is the context of each index? So what do we want each index to refer to? And then what do we want each value to be, right? What does each value constitute to? So, for example, you guys you might be confused if you are asking chat, or like say anything in chat. Honestly, guys, I just like knowing people are there. Makes me not feel like I'm talking to myself. But if we have like DP, or at least this is why I stick to one category, because now I'm so familiar with how dynamic programming works that it's not that confusing to me, like how to like start off the problem, especially if I know the category. But okay, DP and then 0. This is our base case, right? DP 0. So the first element in this array. Now, what does 0 mean? Like 0 what? What is the 0 in this sense? Like what could 0 be? Is it 0 characters? Is it 1 character? Do we want to go like each index refers to the number of characters? Like, so DP1 would be 1 character. How many palindromes are with 1 of one character are there. You know what I mean? You guys get where I'm going with this? Like in our case, that was the minimum, which would be len s. So len s, and then the number of palindromes with 0 characters is obviously 0. So would this just be our base case here? Oh, sorry, 1 second. How do I go back? There's no back button in this. That kind of sucks. Where is chat, guys? Where is everyone at right now? Where are my homies at? Where is chat? But yeah, I don't know if this makes sense right now, but I guess it kind of makes sense to me. But DP0, DP1, 0, len s, and then yeah, it kind of makes sense to me. I don't know, but if it doesn't make sense to you guys, you can say something in chat, like if you don't get what I mean. But yeah, DP0, DP1, and then Raza Hassan. Yo, what's up, bro? You also a loyal one, bro. Always showing up to streams. Raza, do you think this time is better for, like, in general, like, more people to watch? Because I know, like, anyone in India or, like, anyone in Asia, it's probably close to morning time for you guys, right? Like 6-7 a.m. So do you guys think this time works better, or should I do a little later or a little earlier? What's the more ideal time for you guys? What's the time that works the best for everyone? But yeah, back to this. So DP2 in our case would be with poop. It's only 1. And then I guess I would just add everything up. 0 plus len s plus 1. Something along those lines, maybe. Would that be how I do it? Maybe. That could be a way to do it. But we're not solving sub problems using main problems, so I don't know if that's the way to do it. Sorry, we're not solving main problems using sub problems. Like, I don't get the value of DP2 from DP1 or 0. So is that really dynamic programming? I don't know. I don't know if it would be in this sense. So let's think about it. So these are definitely our base cases. DP0 and DP1 are definitely our base cases. I'm not sure how to approach this in this sense. It's similar to the question I did yesterday with finding the max product with substrings. So how did I do that one? I just need to remember or recall how I did that, because I found the maximum through going to each thing, and then I didn't really have I guess with that a specific number. How did I do that one? Let's open that one up. Leet Code. Sometimes you gotta refer to other problems you've done. It was the maximum product subarray. Yeah, so I guess we just took the max of the previous times this. Okay, so this did use, so I do have to, like, I can't go without doing that. So then if I have to refer to each of the previous indexes, then I may have to take a different approach, because then the index should not be equal to the number of palindromes with a specific number of characters. So, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So what would be the I guess then I'd do 0 times len, because the length would be len plus 1, s plus 1. 0 times len s. Oh, my mic just died. Oh my god. It just fell on me. Len s plus 1, maybe? Maybe that's the approach I gotta take. Like that. There we go. That could be the approach. But I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I really do have to think about it. Anyone think I'm going on the right track right now? Or what do you guys think? Am I going on the right track? Am I following the right thinking process? So DP0 is 0 and then DP1. By the way, about the stream time thing, it's 6 a.m. here for me. This is a great time, but I'm also a freak with my sleep schedule, so I shouldn't be consulted for good times to stream. That's fair, that's fair. But I feel like a lot of people from what I'm hearing in India are like up at like very freakish times. So, or at least the people who do end up joining stream, because I think they like try to be up to Western time. I'm not sure how it works, really. Maybe someone else could explain it better to me, how the timing and stuff works, but yeah. DP0, DP1 equals minus, and then this is 0. What else could the index be other than the number of characters? Okay, you know what? No, I think it's done this way, so I'm gonna stick to that. DP0. So the index is just the number of characters that has a palindrome. Like for 0 characters, how many palindromes are in the string? So for characters, okay, you know what? If anyone asks, I'll just tell them what I meant by it. But yeah, DP0, DP1. So DP0, these are our base cases. DP1 is just equal to len s. So now we have all of these. I don't know if I need this for now. I'm just gonna take it out. So we have like all of our specific initialization. So now obviously we're gonna loop. So for char in s, is that how we want to do it? For char in s, just iterate through the array. So sorry, the string for char. I mean, I can't. One thing with strings is you can't change them. I gotta remember that in my brain. Oh, sorry, just switched to the wrong thing. So are you guys liking the music addition to the stream and then the mic? Like how do you guys like it? Is it a better addition, or I gotta hear you guys out on this. For char in s, and then the last one will be the total palindrome thingy. I'm guessing we skip 0 though, right? We don't start with 0. Also on xCaliDraw, you can undo slash redo with keyboard. I don't know what they would be on Mac. It's nice. Oh, I see at the bottom. It's here, so maybe if I don't know. Wait, maybe I'll just Google it later. For char in s. So for each character in s, if I'm at what? That current, would I keep track of the, I don't know, for char in s, or for I in range s? Well, I think it's better if I do for I in range. For I in range len s plus 1, and then we start at 1, so we skip the first one, and then from there, so then we just say dpi equals 2, and now all we have to do, all this problem has now become, is whatever I write after this equals sign. So if I just figure out what to write for that, then we're chilling. So how could I do something about that? Because it could literally be, though, like, we want to see the improvement. right? So maybe with dp2, like I could do dp1 command Z. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the normal, like the normal undo, but I appreciate you letting me know, Raza. dpi -1 dpi -1 plus, it would be plus. I don't think we would multiply, I think we would add, and then we would just do for that we would just, I'd really have to think about that. I don't know how we would, I mean, definitely dpi -1 for sure. dpi -1, but then you would add, I guess, what would we add really? Like add, is there a nested loop we need to do or anything? I guess if it's 2, it would be, are we looking at it as SI, like, but that's a string, so I can't just add SI. I can't just add SI, yeah. So then how would I, that's the difference with this question, because it's not like I'm adding a number or I'm multiplying anything into anything. I don't know. That's something really cool to think about in a lot of senses. So I don't really know what I would do. I guess I would have to do a nested loop. That's my best idea right now. I would have to do a nested loop. But I'm really not sure. Like, how would I, maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm not thinking of the right way to solve this right now. Like, I could just be doing, like, okay, let's look at an actual, like, longer palindrome, like palindrome examples. Civic, we'll do civic. Let's do civic. So we'll look at civic. So for 2 characters in civic, there are actually 0 palindromes in this for just 2, the subarray of 2. Or substring of 2, sorry, not subarray. Why am I saying subarray? Subarray isn't even applicable to this. So it would be 0. But I would give it the value of dpi -1. So it would just continue to be up until this point, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. For 2. And for 3, it would be equal to civic, nope, IVI, yes. So 1, 5 plus 1. And then we go 6. And then we just return the last element. But how do I do that? I don't know. I really have to think about this one. What is the best way to do that? What is the best way? I really don't know. Like, how would we, like, I guess I would just loop through. I don't know. I feel like the answer is so easy too. But since I have to do it in the dynamic programming way, I have to get this. I'm not gonna quit until I get it. I don't care how long this stream becomes because of me. I have to get this question, right? So 3, and then 4 civ. How do you just determine like the different? Maybe I just need to think about it in a better way. I don't know. No one is watching anymore, I think. Damn. Everyone just left me. I'm like, no, get out of here, bro. If anyone's here, let me know, bro, because they're showing me 0 viewers right now. 12-hour stream incoming. And looking like it, bro. Looking like it. Civic. Civic. How do I even, like, determine for a specific... Oof. Is there, like, a pattern I'm just not seeing? Maybe. Like, let me, like, write it down. Like, it starts at 0, it goes 5, then it becomes 0, then it becomes 6, and then that's 0, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and then for 4, the 4 characters, there's not any palindromes. So then that's 0. And then for civic, the whole thing, it's just another one. So 7. So ChatGPT, let's ask how many I'm not getting the solution from ChatGPT, don't worry, guys. So how many palindromes does the word civic have? Let's see. So it is 7 palindromes, which is what we got in our final value here. I just need a so yeah, substrings of length. So it's going through exactly what I'm doing. So each index is the length of the substring. That's a better way to say it. I don't know why I was saying it in such a stupid way. So length of 0, length of 1, length of 2, and then length of 3, length of 4. We just have to identify how many there are. So there would have to be a variable that I call, like, I'd have to loop through it again. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but I'd have to loop through it again. I would have to. Or sorry, nested loop. Or maybe not. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I don't. I don't know. How would I just need to know how to find a palindrome. I mean, I know how to know if there's a palindrome by just returning true, but I need to find the number of different palindromes. Yeah. That's the right way to put it. I have an idea, actually, so I guess I'll have to do the nested loop for j in range len s plus 1. No, len s, yeah, I just have to do len s. And then I'd have to, for now, I'll just keep this out. I'm gonna get this, guys. Like, you guys don't understand that dog I got in me to get this right. Like, I got that dog in me. For j in range len s, we do so that's our nested loop. So we go from 0 to the index before to check in s if there is a palindrome. So we'll make like a new sub array and we'll call it equal to s, but we'll slice it in a way where when we slice it, we'll start it with j, and then we'll end it with what the I. Sorry, yeah, because I would be the what's it called? Yeah, I would be the j plus I. Sorry, why did I write it like that? I would be the indexes, the length of the subarray we can have. So it would end at it would start from j and it would go to j plus I. Maybe I have to add an extra one. I'll ask GPT like what this subarray is. What does this do? I don't even know what I wrote does. So S is the starting thing, j plus 1, and I is the ending index for this. I have not include, so it doesn't include it. So if I did 0, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if j plus I, like in this case, it was 0, 1. So what is 0, 1? It would just return. Okay, so I'd have to add an extra one. So I'd have to do j plus I plus 1. Bro, this question is variation of LCS. What's LCS? I have to do it. What's LCS? I have to do it using dynamic programming though, Nish. LCS meaning League Championship Series. Computer science. Y'all using some fancy terminology that I do. Longest common subsequence. Yeah, it is, but Nish, I have to do it using dynamic programming, which I am kind of doing it using LCS, sort of, but just a little differently. Like I just have to, like, the algorithm they want me to solve it with is through dynamic programming. Longest common subsequence. Why you got the all caps, bro? It feels like you're shouting at me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, well, this is how I do it. This is the subarray, every subarray, and then I would just check if yeah, I'd do an if statement if. Bro, LCS is DP only? Really? I'm not exactly sure like how to implement LCS. I'll try this and then I'll look into what longest common subsequence. That's kind of what I'm doing though with the DP solution. I'll explain it again once I just figure out how do you check if a string is the same forward and backward with an if statement. I think you just, yes, done. I think there's just like a way to, yeah, if s equals, yeah, like this is the exact way to write it. So I'll do this for now. If sub, but we want to do if subarray. Like that. And then we'll have like a temporary variable that we would probably have to reset every time we do it, but we would increment, and then yeah, we would increment this variable that we have, so count by 1, and then we'll keep count to 0. Count equals 0. But Nish with a good tape saying that we should use LCS. You're right. We probably should. But why would we do long? It's a palindromic thing though. Why would we have to do LCS for it? But yeah, we'll do count plus equals 1, and then we would have to reset count after we leave the loop. So we'd set count equal to 0. After we finish, just to reset it. And then no, sorry, first we would write dp I equals dp I minus 1, and then we would add the count that we just got, and then count equals 0 to reset it, and then we would return dp len s and run. So it accepted 1, but test case 2 it got 9. So we're close. I feel like we're very close, we got 9 for this. So let's see how this code runs. So we'll ask GPT real quick, how does this code run, to just see what's going on. So don't give me any code, any tips, or any solution. Just tell me how this code runs on this input. So this is just to see what our code is actually doing, because I just don't feel like visualizing it. It just helps me understand where I'm possibly going wrong. Maybe it's just some condition I have set out, just to find the main error of my problem. Okay, so it's cooking up now. Yo, where is my chat, bro? Where is the chat? Where is the chat? Where is the chatty chat? Solving a whole question my chat ain't even here, bro. I missed the times where they were. We have an extra one here. DP0 is set to 0, is set to 3, the length of S. So count is initialized to 0. How many are there? 6? Okay, yeah, there's 6. So we check for the substring of length 2, as we should. Although this is for J, this is for length 2, but we start at I1, so should we start at I1? Actually, why don't I just do it like this instead of this? Maybe that's causing the issues. Nope, I just messed it up even more. Maybe I'll stick to this. I'll probably stick to this. Chat is watching, judging. No, you're good, bro. Don't worry. I'm all for jokes. Let's see what was actually going on, though. Okay, so we start at count, which is initialized to 0, obviously. And then our subarray, we first look at AA. Then we look at the subarray is a palindrome, so count is incremented by 1. J equals 1. We go from the second A. We start at the second A and look it up till the, so AA, so count is incremented. Okay, that's fair. Which is what we did here, right? Yeah. So wait, it just didn't count. What happened then? So where do we go wrong? The subarray is empty. Okay. Yeah, okay, now I see the issue. 'Cause it doesn't stop. Like, I don't know, even know how to explain it. But let's see what GPT says I even get. It says D and it is 3. Which isn't even right, because I got 9. But let's see, count is initialized to 0. From 0 to 2. So the subarray is obviously, because we're doing it to length 3. Right. Yeah, we're doing it to length 3. I guess the issue arises here. Yeah, the issue comes here. Damn, bruh. I thought I got it. The subarray is empty, so no change in count. So this is iteration 2, which is where I starts at 2. Which is actually just ends up being a substring of length 3 and not 2. And so count is incremented. This is also really a 1 to 4 is technically a thing, I guess, but it wouldn't be a palindrome. At the end of the count equals 1, DP is updated, so 3. So DP2 is updated to 3, which is kind of correct up until that point. No, or it should be 4. Why does it not do that? Because I'm guessing it changes this. Okay, I understand what's happening. So I'd only do this if I not equal to 1. Then I'm missing one. So what happened? What goes wrong here? Well, it's initially right, so I'm not sure. Some proper debugging is about to happen. Guess we gotta stick to this. But I'm not sure why the other one is not. The subarray is not empty, so no change in count. So this is for the input AAA. The output bro, what the heck? The output I got is 9. Yeah, this is the issue. No way, never mind. Never mind. Well, it's a simple solution. Iterate over every substring of a string S, and for every substring check if you keep a counter to track it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but I'm just not doing it correctly. The subarray is empty, so no changing on DP is empty. So this thing is GPT is just hallucinating, so there's no point of using GPT. But what my guess would be is that it's doing it for all of them. So what's happening is 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and it becomes 9 because of it. So iteration 1 adds another 3. Iteration 2 adds another 3. Yeah, here's where I'm checking if it's a palindrome, and then I increment the count, and then I'm checking for each substring for each length of a substring, which is every index is the length of a substring, and how many substrings are palindromes for that length. DPI minus 1 plus count. I think it's something to do with the way I am approaching this. I think it should be done like this. Because if this is the second, a substring of length 2, 0 plus 2. So it only checks the 2. It's not inclusive. How does slicing work? That's because you are directly writing DP, so for your DP problems, always write recursive code, then memorize or do tabulations of recursive code. That is a very smart thing, but I feel like when I look at the Leet Code guy's solution, he's gonna do it in a DP way, and that's kind of how I wanna get the solution. So yeah, work in Python. I think it's not inclusive of the last one, right? Stop items from the beginning through stop -1. Yeah. So it's everything up until the one before. So 0 plus I, if I is 2, it'd be 0 to 2. Well, that would just be a length of. So now it's 5 and 3. Now it's 9 and 6 still. He's expert. He's going for, so he remembers the technique. But I gotta remember it too, bro. When I'm in the Google interview, I gotta remember how to do the techniques. Show me how this code runs for this input. Don't give me any changes or solutions. I want to get it up to the point where I know how to do it too myself. You know what I mean? Something got stuck in my tooth really badly. Oh, bro, do you know some research to get good at sliding window? Does Leet Code have a thing for it? Leet Code might have it sliding window Leet Code. Yeah, this playlist, watch it. That's what I watch for all my specific algorithms I need to know. Oh, they found out I have an ad blocker. I want in Java. And then I'm not sure. You'd have just try to find a YouTube playlist that does it in Java then. Oh, AB is not a palindrome. That's true. BC isn't. Subarray is empty out of bounds, so this wouldn't increment. This solution should work, honestly. I don't know why it isn't. So we don't increment anything. DP 2 is updated to 3. It sticks to 3 100%. And then we keep going. 0 3. The subarray is not a palindrome. Well, yeah, because it can't really ever start or go. Wait, why is it 0 plus I, which is going up till 3? Yeah, so none of these can really do anything. So it should just be 3, but I don't know why I'm getting 5. Okay. So the logic is apparently wrong, which I figured, but I just want to know why this is coming out to be 5 now. So yeah, I'm assuming I'm not looking at the sub. Yeah, I'm not looking at it in the correct manner. Subarray equals count plus equals 1 dpi equals I minus 1. Where the logic flaw is without telling me how to fix it. So the way we initialize and update the count. So the count variable is reset to 0 inside the outer loop after each iteration. This causes count to be reset for every new length of substring, thus not accumulating the total count of palindromic substrings correctly. I am sending you LinkedIn request, bro. Help me get a job once I graduate. I'll ask you for referrals. Yo, if I get one, I'll help any of you out, bro. But you guys are gonna have to join the Discord I make, because those are the main referrals that we're gonna be giving out. Like, especially when we get people from different companies, and then from there we're gonna get insane referrals, like, for everyone. My tooth is messed up right now for some reason. My tooth is messed up. So you guys, if you're new, smash the subscribe button so we can get to that 1K. So all the people who are part of the 1K will get completely free access to the Discord, and the people that are going to be involved in it. Like, it's going to be pretty good. And the referrals, and it's going to make it easier for you guys to get jobs. Also, it kind of depends though where you guys are located, but we'll definitely figure something out for it. But let's just get the community in. You know what I mean? But let me just see what this code is doing, man. This stuff is messing around too much. So, okay, we started this subarray. Just gonna do this. We start 2. We start at 0. And then we go to bro, what kind of ugly ass semicolon is this? 0 to 2. भाई जॉब मिलने मुश्किल है भी Canada में. We need referrals. That's true, we do. This is ending up being real global community, lol. Yeah, we have people from all over the world, bro. Like, we just gotta find a specific person for each country once the community's big enough, and that way we can really help everyone out. Because the tech market, hopefully it's not too bad for a long time period. We'll have to see. So we start with 0, 2, which is, and we're looking at the input ABC. So we're checking if ABC is a palindrome, which it's not. So then we check 1, 3. That's obviously not. So we have no of length 2. That would be 0. And then of length 3, we don't have any there either. I'd guess not. 0, 1. Oh yeah, I'd guess not. But the way this is being done is, no, this was AB and then length 3 ABC. No. Yeah, no. So why is this 5 then? How the heck am I getting 5? For this code and this input, it tells me I am getting a 5 as the output. Can you tell me why and how that is happening? So let's put this in there. Hopefully it doesn't give me any answers, bro. Let's see what happened. Does anyone know here what happens when you slice out of bounds? When I slice out of bounds. I think this is where our issue is. Then we learned some Python syntax while doing this. So if it returns the string for the valid indexes. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. To why what we thought was happening. Because it will take into account C, so we're not even looking at like, would we have to do seen? Like stuff like, oh, this has been seen, or I guess if we make a scene like array scene equals this, and then we just check what we visited, because I would assume that's the issue right now, right? Yeah, we would just append whatever we've seen dot append subarray. That's the way to handle this, I think. Hopefully this doesn't raise an error. Now we got case 2 right, but we got case 1 wrong. And this is 4. Why is this 4? Because we haven't put any of the initial ones. So I'd just do scene equals and then s, right? I would do this, or each character in s. So scene equals empty, and then for char in s, I would do yeah, for char in S. I think we're about to get the answer. It took us an hour, which kind of sucks, but for char in S, we would do scene dot append char. That should fix it. Still 4? Maybe because it was put like this. No, this is okay, but this isn't okay. Now it's messing with me, bro. Now you're messing with me. So I get, oh my god, my mic fell down again. Oh my god, bro, this mic messing around. Okay, we're right there. We got there in the end somehow. We're about to get there. Okay, let's just see what's happening now. Can you show me how this new code runs for this input? Do not give me any changes or solutions or any code, just show me how it runs. I don't know what's going wrong, man. Like, I literally feel like I'm right there for some reason. It's just not happening right now, bro. Like, we fixed the other one, then we fixed this one. It's just messing around with me right now. So scene is initialized empty list. Which is AB's not function. So no change in count, yeah. So wait, out of bounds. He's already seen, so no changing count and scene. Bro. Oh, sorry, I gave it the wrong. What about this? This is the struggles of Leet Code, man. I'm starting to hate Leet Code Day because of this stuff. Starting to hate it, literally. It's my worst nightmare. Worst nightmare at the moment. Where is chat at, bro? Any guys say something? I want to hear from chat. It's just Reza and Nish right now. Where is everyone else? Char equals it, already seen. Oh. No, but it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so this scene variable won't even work. We can't even do this because there could be two separate, like, yeah, we can't do the scene method. I've been hating me. One of these days I'll have to grow up and learn this shit. Bro, it's terrible, man. Already taken an hour and 13 minutes of my life. No, okay, well, technically I'd started like 20-30 minutes into the stream. Zohaib Hassan says, yo, bro, welcome back, bro. It's been so long. Last time I saw you was so long ago, bro. How are you? Last time I saw you, we were working on the stock predictor. Now we're on a whole React project all in a week. We made a to-do list, and right now I'm just working on Leet Code. So we can't do the scene array, because then there's like a case where there's two AAs. Like if all the characters are the same, like AA. Like that, and then these are palindromes and then these are palindromes. So if I already put like AA in scene, then it won't count this other possible palindrome. So that's why I ended up with one less. So the slicing technique I have is incorrect right now. So the way I'd have to do it is the better way to do it at least is if j plus 1 is inbounds, j plus I, sorry, is inbounds, Sorry, what the hell? Why is it all caps? I'm good. How are you, bro? I'm chilling, man. Glad to have you back. I was wondering where you went, man. I was like, it's been a while since he's shown up. You know, I know all the OGs now. I know all the loyal ones who always show up to stream. And yeah, I was like, oh, where did he go? And last time I saw you, I don't know how long it's been. Maybe a week. But yeah, I'm glad to have you back, man. How is everything good? Like, your projects, whatever you're working on, is everything going well? If j plus I is less than 1s, because we don't want it to go past. It can only be up until a certain point, so it has to be less than len s. Yeah, this should fix it. Really, yeah, this should fix it. Might get an error. What happened here? Oh yes, sorry. There's no this. Bro, what's the issue now? 4? Bro, what the heck is going on? Nice, bro. Here you're making great progress. Nice to hear you making great progress. Yeah, man, it's going well, bro. We already gained, I think we started at 652 at the beginning of the stream. We gained 5 subscribers this stream as well. So, yeah, hopefully we hit that 1K soon, man. I'm aiming for next week or the week after, but it just depends, like, how fast we grow and, like, how much engagement we're getting and all that. I got a little bit of a new thing going on with the music in the background and then, the microphone. But you were super busy the previous week. No worries, man, but as long as you're here now, it's just good to have your company, bro. Let's do this. Wait, did I just put this in? What about this new I'm not gonna give up till I get this answer. I'm literally not quitting. What? How? Could it be a hoop scene? No, bro, it's not a hoop scene. How does this code run for this input? It cannot be a hoop scene today, sorry. We have to grind the stream. I still have to watch the React videos too, and it's already an hour and 17 minutes in, so it's about to be a long week. Or sorry, not long week, long day. Input, copy. Let's see what happens. Dude, all the bugs from yesterday, the mosquito bites I got really messed me up. Respect the grind, I appreciate it. The stupid bugs ruined my arm. Since j plus 1 is equal to... what does this say? The output is 6. So they think I have it right, but I indeed do not have it right at all. So let's just see what happens. GPT is kind of dumb, by the way, in a lot of senses. So it doesn't really work with this, per se. Okay, no, I'm doing it wrong. It has to be a j plus I plus 1, and this will fix it. Bro, what? What am I doing wrong? I legitimately do not understand. 24-hour stream incoming. Yeah, it seems like it. You sure you didn't get deng? What is deng? What is that? Bro, what the heck? No, I think I'm good, bro. I don't think I got that. Dang. Let's see what's going on, bro. What is going on? Like this is fine, but here it's messed up. Sorry, wait, no, I'm just doing it wrong. I'm just being dumb. If j plus I is less than or equal to len s, then we're good. Less than or equal to len s, yeah. Please just be it. Yes, thank God. Please. Oh my God, what the heck, bro? I literally was right there. Index error. For what? Oh, is this just like... Is it just like, cause it's an empty string? If s equals equal to... Bro, why is it all caps? I thought I had it too. It was right there. If s equal to empty string, return 0. So we don't have to deal. This is our edge case. Please. Oh my God, it's still like, it's the same issue. Oh, I have to write it before any initialization. That's fair. No way I have this issue even after. Or maybe because it might, like, if it's length, if it's how do I say this? If it's length 1, then it also is a issue. If len s equals to 1, return 1. That has to be all the edge cases, though. Has to be all the edge cases. Yes! Oh my God. We did it. Literally did it. And that was all me, by the way. That was actually all me. Like, even this was all me. I did it. What can I say? We got there in the end. I told you guys I wasn't gonna quit. It's accepted. That was so long. That should not have taken me that long. This is so bad, man. I'm actually trash. I'm trash, yo. I actually got, like, I guess it was just the edge cases, but when you think about it, you know, you do your little, like, trying and stuff. You get there in the end in life. That's why you never give up, man. Palindromic substrings. So what language do you know? I know a lot of languages, bro. I know French. No, I'm kidding. I know Python. I know Java. I know C++. I know assembly. ARM v8. That is my biggest flex. Casual 83-minute solution, lol. Yeah, Leet Code shows you in 10 minutes, but I can do it in about I don't even know. I can personally do it in 1 hour and like. Yeah, it took me an hour actually because I didn't start the question until 20 minutes in. But yeah, that was a movie. But I know, yeah, I know Java, I know C++, I know Python. What else do I know? I'm forgetting assembly. I'm learning JavaScript. I know JavaScript somewhat. I know HTML, CSS somewhat. I'm working on React right now. I literally know AS. I took a whole class, bro. I'm not even joking with you. I had a whole class. I would open it up right now. Maybe I forgot it right now, but I learned it. I genuinely learned it because they made us learn it in a low-level firmware class. You can write, but no one knows it. Yeah, I guess I can write it, yeah. But what they made us do is they'd get us to write C code. They'd give us C code, and then we just translate it. That was the thing. And then they'd make us do simple problems, like nothing complex with it, obviously. Let's see. I just want to see what the solution complexity is. I think it's O of n squared. It's O of n squared for this, sadly. but there is no constraints for it. So oh, sorry, I have to change it to Python 3. Yeah, that's what they'd make us. I forced myself to learn ASM because I did OS dev and it's so hard. Yeah, it is. Some people actually find it fun. I don't get the hype, but some people like it, so to each their own, man, with that stuff. Run. Why isn't it showing here? It says accepted, submit. Damn, you can see how slow it is. Look how long it's taking. Judging. Beats 5% of people. I beat 5% of the population. It took me 852. Oh my god. Was this even the way I was supposed to do it? I'm all the way back here. I should be ashamed of myself. All the way back here. That is disgusting. Let's see his solution, then we'll work on React.
Hey everyone, welcome back, and let's write some more neat code today. So today let's solve palindromic substrings. And this is another problem from the Leet Code blind 75 list, a list of 75 very good Leet Code problems to solve. And this time we will be doing palindromic substrings down here. And so
it was a medium problem. Did it myself. I'm proud of it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. I think it was a good performance, somewhat. Not the best performance, but yeah. Not the best, but we got there in the end. Let's see.
So we're getting one step closer to filling out this entire list, and this problem, palindromic substrings, is actually really similar to another problem I've solved, longest palindromic substring. So if you would like to, I'd recommend watching this video as well, longest palindromic substring. I will probably link it in the description.
Okay, I'm not gonna put it at 2 speed because that's too long and that's too fast.
Description below. So simply, we are given a string S, and we just want to return the total number of palindromic substrings contained in the string S. And as you may know, a palindromic substring is basically a string that can be read backwards, and it's the same string. So, AA, if you read it backwards, it's the exact same string, right? A, B, A, this is the same string reversed. Because the first character is the same as the last character, and then in the middle, we're just left with one character, and, basically that kind of pushes us towards a base case. So as you may know, there's two types of palindromic substrings, strings of odd length, right? So for example, just a single letter A, that's a palindrome, right? It's the same backwards. If we add a B to the beginning and a B to the end, it's still a palindrome because now we expanded it outwards with the exact same character. Similarly, we can do the same thing with even length substrings as well. If we have two A's in the middle, then of course this is a palindrome, and then if we continue to expand outwards, we add a B at the beginning and we add a B at the end. It's
we know how to do it.
These characters are all this character by itself. Shift our pointers here. We at the end, we basically squared substrings, right? And for each substring, for example, this one, we need to determine if it's a palindrome or not. And we know, that's not a difficult algorithm to write. We can have two pointers, one at the beginning, one at the end.
He did it O and squared as well, I think.
Characters and making sure that they're the same, right? So, and for a substring like this, we'd also have two pointers, right? Compare that. Okay, these two characters are the same, so then we can move inward, right? We shift our pointers here.
He did it with pointers though, but he told me to do it with dynamic programming. I'm kind of offended.
And then we'd see, okay, this character is also the same, and then we go through every character, so we determine yes, that's a palindrome. Then we can increment our count of palindromes, right? We'll call that our result variable. So then we'll add 1 to it, right? Because that's ultimately what we're trying to return, the number of palindromic substrings inside of this string S. And clearly finding and determining that a string is a palindrome is also big O of n. So since there are n squared substrings in the entire string S, and for each of those substrings, we have to determine that it's a palindrome. We're going to multiply it by n, so this is going to give us an n cubed time complexity. Now, we can improve this, and it's going to require us to solve this problem in a different order. What we're instead going to do is we're going to go through every single position in this, right? Instead of finding for this position all the substrings that start at this position,
How do people do Leet Code without going insane? I don't know. This made me go insane if you watch the whole stream. Yuvan Shankar says hi. Hey Yuvan, is this your first time tuning into stream? And if so, tell me a little about yourself. How's your day going? And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so I would appreciate that. We just solved a Leet Code question. This one, as you can see, accepted. And yeah, we're about to work on some React for an hour and a half, or maybe more. Depends how insane I'm gonna go.
The substrings that this position is the middle of.
Love from India. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Are you subscribed? We need more Indian subscribers. We have a lot, but we need more. We need a peak with the Indian subscribers. React more like why is half the text off? Being insane is a prerequisite to passing an interview.
So
honestly,
instead of just going to the
point,
right,
bro,
we're actually going to expand in both directions. We're going to go through all substrings where this position is the middle position. Now, clearly, this string itself is one string, right? And this is a palindrome. So we're going to have our left and right pointer just initially at this position. We're going to see that, okay, both of these characters are the same, right? So then we can take our result, add one to it, right? So we did find one palindromic substring, and then we're going to try to expand outward, right? Our left pointer is going to go here. Our right pointer is going to go here. Clearly, we go out of bounds, though, to the left, right? So basically, the position we want this character's additional pound to their left. So position result while the pointer length in this turn
so he did it with two pointers though. He did it with 2 pointers, so I don't think that's how we were supposed to. Was this not a dynamic I swear I could have sworn this was a dynamic programming question. The way he made it out to be. Bro, tell us how to stay consistent like you. You just gotta mentally decide that, yo, you know what, man, like I can't sit back, because at the end of the day there is someone who is working their booty off right now to get to the top while I'm just sitting here not doing anything about it. That for me at least doesn't sit right. So I would just say that to stay consistent, it's not even about motivation, it's just about discipline and the hunger. And to gain that, you just gotta literally just decide, maybe literally right now, just go sit on your computer. You're watching the stream right now, you can go work on a project while watching the stream, ask me questions and keep going. Like, maybe just watch the stream while working. I know a lot of people do that, and that way you're getting your work done and you don't feel lonely and you don't feel like going on Instagram or YouTube, because either you're working because you see me working and you know it's possible, or you can just go slack off and not do anything, right? But to stay consistent by yourself, it's just about discipline, and to gain that discipline you just have to start doing things, and once you start doing them, you'll by itself gain the discipline. I mean, I'm not a motivational speaker, I don't know exactly how to, but what I just do is I just keep going, bro. Have some type of motivation. Yeah, but I the thing about motivation is it never lasts, right? Motivation always goes away in some capacity. Somehow, some way. Let's just give GPT this and then see what solution it gets. Made me solve this in a dynamic programming way just to give me a 2-pointer solution. I'm offended. Genuinely offended. This did false and for I in range. I mean, this is another way to do it, I guess. For I in range and D. Okay, he did like a true thing. The complexity for this is pretty bad too. So he did a. What's the complexity of this? Time complexity. Bro, do some vid on DSA topics like array linked list. Oh, like normal videos? To be fair, I would, bro. I genuinely would. But the only thing with it is, like, I don't consider myself to be like someone who is at that level yet. So I wouldn't feel right doing a question like that or doing videos on it. But if you guys think I am capable, then I can. But yeah. Stoneman says, so the motivation can get you started at the end, the goal keeps you going. That's a good way to put. That's a good way to put it, or a good thing to listen to. Dude, why is my English so bad right now? What is the time complexity of this? I thought the time complexity of this was O of n squared, but apparently it's O of n cubed. Because I think the palindrome check here makes it O of n. Another O of n within the thing. I think it's O of n cubed. Yeah, O of n cubed. So that's not great. But the way GPT does it was for length in range 3 to n plus 1. For I in range n minus length plus 1. J equals I plus length minus 1. Okay, so he did the... Or sorry, I don't know if GPT is a he. But 2 character strings if SEI equals... Yeah, that's the best way to do 2 characters. I don't know why how the DP thing works, so I'll ask, can you explain this solution line by line? So if Leet Code ain't gonna give us solutions, we gonna ask GPT. Maybe he does have a video on his channel that I just don't know about. Leet Code. Dynamic programming. 1D. 1D full course. Longest palindrome. No, he didn't do that. He did palindromic substrings. Where is it? Decode. Paint house. Bro, misgendering the AI. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna get cancelled. Where is it? I don't think he did it with DP. Oh, right here. But yeah, I don't think he solves this with dynamic programming. Bro, why is YouTube so annoying, bro? Okay, I'll unpause it for you. Damn, like, so desperate, bro. They just want you. They're just begging me to see ads.
Here are 3 reasons why you should use Codecademy to learn how to code. Now, before I get to number 1, you need to know that right now they're running.
Get out of here, bro. Okay, this is the DP solution. No, wait, this is climbing stairs, bro. What? I already did this. I thought it was...
Hey everyone, welcome back, and let's...
Yeah. No, this is 2-pointer solution.
As you can see...
I guess we'll have to look at GPT's solution for this. Use Brave. Brave.ai? Is that a thing? I don't know if that's the thing. It's made that up. It has a bulletin ad blocker. Brave for YouTube? Has bulletin ad blocker. No, the browser. Oh, instead of Google, there's a thing called Brave. Brave. I'm brave. Might have to. I'll look into it. Off stream though. This defines a function. N equals len s. This gets the length. Okay. This creates a 2D list DP of size n times n initialized with false. The DPIJ entry will eventually indicate whether the substring Sij plus 1 is a palindrome. This initial count. Okay, this loop iterates over a character in the string since any single character is a palindrome. It says DPI. It's really laggy though. Gundo underscore CG says just passing by. Glad to have you here, man. I appreciate it. Always love seeing people returning. But yeah, if it's laggy, I don't know, then that kind of sucks. But I think YouTube just in general like knows what's up right now. They know like everyone's trying to ad block. DPII equals true count plus equals this loop. Alright. So this is just for all single characters. So 0, 0, 1, 0. Wait, single character substrings. So what is 1, 1? I don't understand the whole nested loop stuff. Sorry, not nested loop. I mean 2D array. Severamon, can you do a MacBook giveaway when you hit 1,000 subscribers? Not for you. She says, Raza says, lol. No, I'm too broke for that. And since you asked me, I can't. Like, if Raza asked me, I would have, but since you asked me, I can't. Because you're not loyal. For iron range n equals 1 si. So this is 2 character. Okay, that makes sense, obviously. DPI. I don't know how the indexing works for this 2D array that they made for the DP solution. And then this is for substrings longer than 2 characters. So for length and range 3, j equals I plus length. So j equals, okay, I guess. And then if si equals j, so the first and last characters are the same. Right. This is a much better solution than what I did. So if both conditions are met, the substring Sij is a palindrome. How does the DP array work? So this is definitely not a 70% acceptance rate if we are doing it using DP. Is it because I'm a woman? No, it's not because you're a woman. I was about to say yes, but that's messed up. It's because I just don't like you. So this is looking at every possible combination. This is a really good solution. Wow. No, that's actually an insane solution, I'm not gonna lie. False times n for iron range n, yeah. Takes every single possibility. every single possible subarray. That's actually really smart. I wouldn't have thought of that, to be honest. But hey, I got mine worked too. Let's see if this is DP. Let's ask GPT if this is a DP solution. Is this considered DP solution? Damn, it's not a true dynamic program. That's true. I don't check. I don't use to check. I don't use sub problems to check main problems, so that sucks. Yeah, that was the best way to do it. I mean, my way worked, but this was the right way to do it. But hey, it got accepted, so can't complain. That's a really freaking hard way to do it. I actually would not have thought about that. That's really difficult if you genuinely think of it. So we have 5 more left of dynamic programming until we can move on. But for now, we're going to go on to the React series we were watching with Pedro Tech. So if we search React Pedro Tech tutorial, I think Anton, he's not here today, but he's the one who recommended me this tutorial. So, oh my god, bro, these guys really, like, they're desperate. They need me to use their, watch their ads, bro. They won't leave me. There's a loophole to it too. Like, if I just allow YouTube ads, refresh the page. Yo, I can't talk bad about YouTube though. I'm kind of using them right now.
Find the best way to learn math and science.
It's brilliant.org.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Okay, this is part 6. Pedro kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, Pedro kind of cute. But yeah, we're on part 6 of this tutorial. We made a to-do list last time. Let me just open that up for you guys, if you haven't already seen. Google running low on funds. Running low on funds. Wait, just let me open this really quickly. npm run dev. So this is the to-do list we made watching the tutorial. I changed the CSS for my own liking, but I'll just run this. So I'll add a task, stream today. It's here. Eat food. So I made this with React, guys. React and TypeScript. Eat food. Vomit. I don't know why I said vomit. And if you complete it, look how clean that is. Is that not clean, guys? And then you want to get rid of it? I don't know. What do you guys think? First project with React. Like, I had no idea how React worked until literally I did this tutorial. So I think it's a pretty good first project. Have dinner. I don't know. I just find it very visually appealing. Have dinner. Go outside. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. Yeah, like that. If I want to get rid of this, I get rid of this. There's no going back. I already completed it. Bop, 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 bop. Spam. You can spam going to the gym multiple times. Yes, the eating disorder to-do list. That's crazy. I don't know. I think it's a pretty sick to-do list. It doesn't do much, but I like it. I'm gonna get rid of it though, because I can't really do anything else with it now. I have to move on with my life. I have to move on with my life and decide to do other things. What was I checking? You told me to search running low on funds. Let's do that. Running low on funds. What am I going on images? This is me right now. Yeah, this is for the MacBook. This is me when you guys tell me to do a giveaway. You can have my wallet. It doesn't have anything in it. But you can have it. But yeah, let's see.
I'm back here with another video, and today this is the 6th episode of my React.js course. In this video, we're going to be learning really important stuff. The first thing we're going to go over is...
Oh, my music ended. You guys can't hear the music anymore. What do you mean? Question mark. I probably have to put it on a playlist then, because the music is gone now. That sucks. But I think it's better that I don't have the music now, because I'm watching the tutorial. So yeah, let's just let's do this. Let's split screen it so we can code and then we can watch this tutorial. So today it's gonna be component lifecycle, 19-minute video. The last one, the list one, to-do list one, was 40 minutes. So this is half that. So let's get started.
A lot of conceptual stuff related to what exactly the React.js component lifecycle is. And then I'm going to explain to you guys how to use the useEffect hook to manipulate components depending on where in their lifecycle stage they are, right? So I'm going to go over all of this in this single video, and I'm really
Are you guys hearing what? Are you guys double hearing like what my mic says and then what my screen is saying, or like is it annoying to listen to? Like if I play it.
excited to show you guys the examples. If you're interested in checking out the code for the video, it's going to be...
Like is it okay to listen to, or do you guys want me to like mute while I watch? I'll probably mute while I watch.
all in the description, and yeah, that's basically it. So let's get into the video. It should... So lifecycle, like the word...
Oh, so the audio is fine? Okay. Yeah, because I was worried that you guys maybe are like double listening or something and it might have been loud. Yeah, okay, then if it's like that, then we're chilling. We gotta grind this React now, man. I don't know how long I'm gonna spend on it, but I'll try to, what my goal will be for today, because we're gonna work on it tomorrow as well. I'll do this video and then I'll do the next one and then I'll call it a day.
It's basically a description of how a component, like a life cycle of a component, just explains how everything happens from the birth of a component to the death of a component. Obviously that's an analogy, but everything that happens from the beginning till the end. So there's 3 different stages in the React lifecycle. There's the mounting stage, there's the updating stage, and there is the unmounting stage. So the important word to know here, which you might not know, is mounting and unmounting. Basically, just think of mounting as the component appearing in the screen, or the component starting to exist in your project, and unmounting being the opposite of that. So the components stop appearing in the screen. So in a website, that would be an element, a component that represents a bunch of HTML elements or JSX elements suddenly appearing in the source code, and then unmounting would be basically that disappearing. And then updating, you guys might know what the word means. It just means that that component is changing, the UI and whatever it's returning inside of the component is changing depending on something such as, for example, a prop has changed, or a state inside of the component has changed, or something like that, right? So those are the 3 words that we need to understand, because those are the 3 stages of state projecting. Basically, just think of mounting as the component.
Damn, you're on late chief. Yeah. I got on at 6 today, 6 my time, and then we just started React. We were working on a Leet Code question before this. We solved it, saw another solution for it that was better than the one I wrote, and then we talked a little bit with chat, and now we just started the new React thing. I worked on the to-do list as well. I can open that up. Made it nicer. I don't know if you saw make to-do list. It's a lot. It looks a lot better. I mean, whatever. I just wrote a bunch of but now I kind of have it looking like this. I did this off stream though, or did I do this on stream? I don't know. No, I know I've not made this on stream, but then the little CSS changes and all that.
Component appearing in the screen, or the component starting to exist in your project, and unmounting being the opposite of that. So the components stop appearing in the screen. So in a web.
Oh, sorry. I muted. I muted it. Yeah, I made the to-do list. I added changes to it, and then that was off stream though, and now I'm working on You were pretty quiet. Yeah, I think it should be louder now. I just had it on mute. I think it should be a lot better now. Is it better, guys? My bad. I think it should be better. But yeah, we did that. Yes, went after stream the day we made the to-do list, and then now I'm just working on this. And I was working on like Leet Code before this, and I did a question. But now I'm working on this thing now, like component life cycle. So let's see. But guys, let me know if you're hearing the video audio on my mic, and then also from the screen share that I'm doing.
But everything that happens from the beginning till the end. So there's 3 different stages in the React lifecycle. There's the mounting stage, there's the updating stage, and there is the unmounting stage. So the important word to know here, which you might not know, is mounting and unmounting. Basically, just think of mounting as the component appearing in the screen, or the component starting to exist in your project, and unmounting being the opposite of that. So the components stop appearing in the screen. So in a website, that would be an element, a component that represents a bunch of HTML elements or JSX elements suddenly appearing in the source code, and then unmounting would be basically that disappearing.
Nice. Yeah, component life cycle is important to understand. Keep at it, bro. Appreciate it, Lucas. That's your name, right? It's Lucas. It's kind of weird saying Lidran. I feel like that's not like I think your name is LJ Ran, but I just call it Lidran. But I think I'll just call you Lucas or something. That's probably easier.
And then updating, you guys might know what the word means. It just means that that component is changing, the UI, and whatever it's returning inside of the component is changing, depending on something, such as, for example, a prop has changed, or a state inside of the component has changed, or something like that, right? So those are the 3 words that we need to understand, because those are the 3 stages of a React component lifecycle. Now, we can see this existing and working very easily by creating a simple project that showcases this. So there's many different projects that you can just create to showcase that. This one over here, I find it to be pretty simple, and it just uses stuff that we've done in previous episodes, so I find it to be really cool. Basically, we have over here our app component, and inside of it we have a state called show text, which is just a boolean, true or false, and a button, which when we click on it, it should change the value of the state to the opposite of what it is right now. So if it's false and we click on the button, now it will become true. And the state is used to determine if this other component called text is appearing on the screen or not. Now, this other component called text is pretty simple as well. All it has is this other state called text, which is a string, and we're showcasing it on the screen over here inside of a header tag. But every time we type on an input, it will change the value of that text. And you can see this working over here because basically we have the show text button, and show text state is false. And I click on this, the text component appears, and I can start changing the value of the text state, right? And if I want to basically turn it off, I can just click on show text again, and it will disappear. Now, you can easily see here the 3 stages of a React component lifecycle, because if we inspect element, which is something I would recommend you guys get really familiar with, because it helps a lot with any kind of web development, not just React. And we open our screen over here, we try to navigate through our app. We see right now inside of the div with the class app, which is where our whole app exists, there's only a button, right? So this stuff over here, all of this UI over here is not currently in our code. And that makes sense because it's not being shown, right? But when I click on this, now this div appears. So this div represents the text component, which means that right now what happened is we just mounted this component into our project. So this component was not existing inside of our project, or inside of our web page, and now it is existing. Now, if we open this up, you can see there's an input and there's an h1 tag. The h1 tag is obviously empty because the text state is empty initially, and the input is over here just chilling, nothing is happening to it. So what we can do now is we can start typing on this, and you'll see immediately that the code inside of this component over here is changing, right? It's updating in real time because we are updating our component. So this is the second stage of the React lifecycle. You can see it is literally updating as we go. Now, we want to see the last stage, right? So unmounting. If we click on this over here, it's going to go back to what it was before. Now we don't have that div anymore, which means we don't have that component anymore. Now, this is extremely important to understand because in a lot of times you want to make your components as efficient and make them just work exactly how you want them to work. So understanding how a component exists and the lifecycle stages of it is extremely important. And there's one specific concept that will encapsulate all of that in React, and it's called the use effect hook. So back in the days, there was actually 3 different methods that you might have seen if you're digging up React code. You might have seen something like component, did, mount, something like this. Ignore this kind of stuff if you see it in the internet. That's like old React. That's when class components was a thing. So if you see that, don't worry, you don't need to learn that. What you need to learn is that there's a hook in React called the use effect hook. This is one of the most important hooks in React. In my opinion, it is the second most important one before the use state, although I can argue that you can have a project without a use state hook, but you cannot have a project without a use effect hook. So the use effect hook is a hook that is used to basically control what happens depending on which stage of your component's lifecycle it is. So with this hook over here, this simple function over here, we can create some sort of action that will be triggered when the component is mounting, or when the component is updating, or when the component is unmounting. So that's something extremely cool because it all exists, and you can do all of that inside a single hook, inside a single function. So I know that might seem a little bit confusing.
Damn, now I understand component life cycles. So mounting, updating, unmounting. So mounting is when you start to low-key mount. I guess you're starting to do something. Updating is when you're doing it, and then unmounting is when you're undoing it. I think that's how I would put it. I just realized I have to wake up super early tomorrow morning, so that's kind of annoying. Are you guys morning or night people? It's dead silent. Sleep is for the weak. That's fair. Dude, I don't know though. I'm not if I don't sleep, I get really like, I don't even know, like it just ruins my day. I don't know if you guys have similar experiences, but for me it's just like, yeah, no, I can't do it. You're a deaf and night guy? Dude, honestly though, right now it's really hard to be a night guy because the sun comes out at like 4 a.m. At least where I am. The sun's out at 4 a.m. So even if you sleep like late, it's just the morning. So you're sleeping in the morning. So it's like, okay, that's annoying. Because then there's no darkness to when you sleep. You know what I mean? But if you sleep too early, then it's also just still morning. So so there's barely any night right now.
If this is the first time you're working with the use effect. So I'll give you guys a very easy example, just continuing with whatever we have over here, and I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. So I'll come over here, and if you want to use the use effect hook, all you have to do is you just have to say use effect, and just open and close parentheses, and then put a function inside of the use effect. So like this, just a function that exists inside of this. Now the use effect.
But pause. Mounting is when a component first appears. It's when it first comes onto the screen, when it mounts. Updating is when the component is already mounted, but some value either via prop or someone invokes an action or change state with the component when the component changes. And then unmounting is undoing all of it. Yeah, component disappears. Got it.
By default,
so what
it does is whatever you put inside of here, as of right now, it will call, for example, I'll console log a message over here saying component mounted, like this, component mounted. And when the component mounts, this will be console logged. That's all it will do right now. You'll see that this happens because if I refresh my page, go to my console, and I click on this button, it will say component mounted. Now there's a thing you might be wondering, why did it console log twice? Now if you watch tutorials about the use effect before early this year, which is 2022, you might know that people might say that this only console log once. If this console log a message over here saying component mounted, like this, component mounted, and when the component mounts, this will be console logged. That's all it will do right now. You'll see that this happens because if I refresh my page, go to my console, and I click on this button, it will say component mounted. Now there's a thing you might be wondering, why did it console log twice? Now if you watch tutorials about the use effect before early this year, which is 2022, you might know that people might say that this only console log once. It's because React updated. I don't want to get too in depth about what happens here, but I want to emphasize that because that can confuse a lot of beginners. What's happening here is now what React does is if you have this thing over here called the strict mode, it is supposed to help you write better code. That's the whole point of it. So if you have that currently in your project, it will console log twice. And you said,
who's your learning? I think you meant how is your learning React going? It's going pretty well. We're almost halfway into this tutorial. And we made a to-do list app that I love showing, so I don't mind showing anyone. So this is like kind of like the app we made. I'll just like do this, and then it's pretty simple right now, but we're just learning the language, so it's not that bad. But that's what we've done so far based from off what we have learned from the tutorials, and now I'm just understanding how to use effect. I think Habe and Lucas were the ones who told me to learn React and JavaScript and all that. So that's why I'm doing this.
I just removed it. It will only console log once. Because what React does is it's basically checking to see if you're handling your use effects correctly. Again, I won't explain that right now. I'll explain it at the end of the video only for those who are interested. It's actually a pretty interesting topic. But for now, just imagine that the use effect only run once. Let's just imagine that. I'll actually keep this console logged because it's better for you to understand it this way. So as of right now, the use effect only is calling itself when the component has mounted. And you'll see that, I need to save this like this. I need to do this. So as of right now, you can see that when the component mounts, it says component unmounted. I'll unmount it again, and then I'll mount it again, and you'll see it will console log again. So the use effect right now is allowing us to execute an action exactly when the component mounts, which is something we have never done before. So what kind of action could we put over here? Well, in the beginning, this is very useful for when you, for example, have a page where you need to make an API call to get data from somewhere. Immediately when you go into the web page, you just put it over here, and what happens is when you go into that specific page, it will fetch the data immediately and display it in the screen. That's a very, very easy example on why you might want to do something like this, right? Why you might want to execute some sort of action when the component appears or when the component mounts. Now, as you can see over here, this is as it is right now, it's only executing an action on one of the 3 stages of a React component's lifecycle. So how would we make it so that we can console log when it's updating and we can console log when it's unmounting? We want to see if we can actually detect and trigger some sort of action when those 2 stages are occurring. So for actually updating, it's actually pretty simple. So with the use effect over here, this will be called every single time there's a state change. So what I mean by that is whenever this component re-renders, whatever's inside of here will be called again. So what happens is if the component itself updates in any way, it can either be a prop that is receiving changes or a state inside of it like this one over here changes, then this will be called again. So let's see if that actually happens. So you'll see it will be called once because it mounted. And now if I change a state inside of this component, it will keep calling itself. Meaning that over here, whatever we put inside of here, as it is right now, will also be called when the component is updating. So the 2 stages are now being triggered. Now there's a caveat. What if we only want to console log this if it's mounted but not when it's updating? Well, the use effect hook allows us to put an array over here. And this array basically tells us we can specify what props or state changes we want to trigger the use effect. So if I put the text over here, then what will happen is the same thing would happen, right? It will console log and trigger the use effect hook, whatever is inside of here, every time the text changes. So the same thing was happening. But if I remove the text from here, you'll see that now it doesn't trigger it anymore. Only the mounting triggers. So if you want to execute an action only once when the component mounts, you put an empty array over here. But most importantly, if you want to trigger an action every time a specific state changes or many different states changes, you can just put them over here. For example, putting the text over here. This is really cool, and it comes in handy in so many situations. So it is extremely important for you to understand how this works. However, I know that since this is the first time you're probably seeing the use effect hook, it will be hard to come up with examples in your head and see how useful this is. But don't worry, I have that in mind. We're going to be using this a lot, especially in the next video. Now, we've done 2 different stages. What is the 3rd stage of a React component's lifecycle? Well, it's unmounting. How do we execute an action when the component disappears? So with the use effect, we can return a function. And this function over here will be executed when the component unmounts. So if we want to console log, for example, something saying component unmounted like this. So now if we remove this over here, I want to remove it just so you guys can see this working better. What will happen is immediately when we show the text, the component, it should console log that the component was mounted. And if we decide to not show it anymore, it will console log that the component was unmounted. So I'll come over here, refresh the screen, show the text, it will say component mounted, and then remove it, and you'll see that it says component unmounted. So we are triggering both things immediately. So how can this be useful? There's many different situations. Imagine that you want to make a request to a service, an API, when you render a component. So when a component mounts, you want to make a request to an API and continuously make that request. But then when the component disappears, you want to stop that request. Well, you can put the logic for making the request over here and put the logic for stopping to make the request over here. So this serves for you to kind of clean up the mess you made. Not the mess you made, but like whatever logic you put over here. If it's a logic that might cause leaks after this, you might want to fix it over here. So that's basically it for the use effect hook. Now again, I know that it might not seem that useful right now.
Saji says hi. Hey man, what's up? Nice to have you on stream. I think this is the first time you have ever said anything on chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it is though, glad to have you here. And if it isn't, I think it's the first time or one of the few times you haven't in chat. So it's nice meeting you, man. Hey, how you doing? Good. How about, is that to me, or I'll answer it as well? But I'm doing great, man. Uh, Amsterdam, if you're new here, bro, you gotta smash the subscribe button, bro. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're getting super close to that point. So it'd be great if you could smash the subscribe button if you haven't already.
No, because I'm just using.
And if you guys could, if I don't know if all of you have, but if you guys could like the video, can I increase my mic volume? Is it actually that low? I thought it. Okay, now it's too high, I think. Is it good now? I'm using my actual mic though, so it should be better, but I'm not too sure what's going on. Is my mic volume bad? No, the mic volume should be good. Maybe it's because I was playing the video.
In console logs, but the next episode is where I show you guys the first major example of using the use effect inside of your project. It is, in my opinion, the main one you use in the beginning. Afterwards, you'll be using this all the time when you get more advanced in React, but I just needed to make this video first so you guys could have an idea. Now, I want to explain to you guys the whole strict mode thing, so if you're not interested in that, you can just go to the next episode. If you're interested, I'll go over why this thing makes the request in the use effect twice, or makes the use effect run twice. So stick around for that. So basically, we have over here what is known as strict mode. So I mentioned to you guys that strict mode over here is a way for React to kind of help us write better code, right? So what do I mean by that? Well, React has certain rules inside of their project that a lot of people like not following. And strict mode will make some checks for you while you're writing your code and prevent you from making those mistakes. I would always recommend keeping this on, because if you're writing some code that strict mode is not allowing you to, you should probably not be writing that code. So just removing it is kind of redundant, because you're literally doing something that is an anti-pattern, something that React doesn't recommend. And it doesn't matter what use case you're running into, there's always a solution, and strict mode is just telling you that the one you have right now is not the best one. So that's a little bit of a rant for those who don't want to use strict mode. In my opinion, you have to. And what happens over here with the component mount running twice is that if I go over here right now into our project, right, with strict mode, and I show the text, you'll see that what happens is the component mounted once, the component unmounted right after it, and then the component mounted again. So that's something interesting to see, right? We thought it was running twice, but what really is happening is with strict mode, React forces the component to mount once, then unmount immediately after, and then mount again. So that's just to check to see if your use effect is running correctly. Because if you messed up over here, like I said, you messed up and you wrote some code that can cause some leak. So if you wrote some code over here that can cause some type of leak, some type of memory leak, then React, you'll know, because what happens is React will force the component to unmount, meaning the leak will become evident, and then it will mount again. Now, what happens is if your code is running correctly, meaning that whatever logic you put over here, you're cleaning up on the unmounting stage, then it shouldn't have any issues with it, because what is going to happen is it's going to mount for a sec, for like a small amount of time, then immediately unmount. So if your component is running correctly, everything should remain the same, and then it's going to mount again to actually run the use effect like you intended to. So this is just a way to check to see if you wrote your code correctly. If you didn't, then immediately you'll see everything will be breaking. There's infinite examples of this, but like I said, since this is the first time you guys are learning use effects, it might get kind of confusing if I just went on a rant about different use cases of this.
Instead of this, I would tell you to learn React from Bro Code channel, complete React to the point only in 4 hours. Okay, next stream I'll look into Bro Code's thing. I can honestly finish his tutorial pretty quickly, like in the next 2-3 streams. Yeah, if I do the video 7, yeah, I could finish his, but I'll look into Bro Code's right now actually. Let's see, Bro Code React. How you maintaining your motivation to move on from what? Or you mean just like coding in general? Is this the one you were talking about? Bro, I've done a half of this already. Based off this one, I'm already like halfway in. Yeah, I'm like on video 16 if we're going based off this one, but I don't know, maybe this course is better. Yeah. Oh, how am I maintaining motivation? I would just say that in terms of motivation, it's just about discipline. It's not really, I'm not motivated, I'm just disciplined to. It's not about the motivation to start, or like, oh, like, no, not this one. Okay, wait, I'll look into just write the name of the playlist and I'll just Google it, because YouTube doesn't let me or doesn't let you send links in chat that I can see at least. But yes, sorry, I'm Saji. In terms of motivation, I don't have motivation. I just have discipline. Like, I don't need to really like convince myself to do something. I just know I need to do it, and I keep it at that. And that way, I won't need to like ever be desperate enough to. I would never need to like convince myself like, oh, you have to work, you have to work. It's just instilled in me, you know what I mean? Like, just like go do it, bro. Like, no one's gonna pick you up, no one's gonna care, no one's gonna watch out for you, no one's gonna get you anything in life. You have to go get up and do it yourself. So that's the
If you're
main
the kind of
thing.
person that always likes staying on the cutting edge,
If you're curious and love solving puzzles,
those are people.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
So you're saying do this 4-hour one. Honestly, this might be the move. You know what? I'll do this next stream. Yeah, to-do list app. I mean, I already did the to-do list app. But use effect hook. I think I've done this, all of these actually. Yeah, I've done all of these. Except use effect, up until use effect. Even the to-do list. Ashir Haris, Assalamu alaikum, brother. I am from India. Nice to. Wa alaikum assalam, brother. I'm from Pakistan. I live in Canada though, but nice to meet you, man. Is this your first time joining stream? Nice. I like the discipline answer. I agree. It's not about motivation. Motivation is hard to find. Just gotta be strict. Yeah, that's true. That's just the main thing in life, right? Like discipline. If you don't have discipline, you don't get very far. At least from what I think. Also, if any of you guys are new here, bro, smash the subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so I'm gonna put it in chat. Smash the subscribe button. And like the video. So we can get bigger. React is pretty easy if you have good knowledge of JavaScript. Yeah, it's been pretty decent so far. I haven't found it that hard. I've done like 2 streams on it so far, so yeah. If you want to connect with me, my LinkedIn's in the chat, and then I have my Twitter, my X on there, and then I have an email as well in there. If you wanna talk, we can talk off stream there. But you gotta smash the subscribe and like button too, bro. Put in chat, smash and subscribe the like button. But yeah, let's keep watching.
Use the use effect before this video, so this will become really more evident as we go on into the series. There's actually a really cool video from another YouTuber which goes over just this specific topic, meaning the use effect calling twice. I'll probably tag it up here on the video if you're interested in checking it out. It's really interesting. So with that in mind, this was it for the video. There's no exercise in this video. It's the only video with no exercises because it's hard to come up with an exercise for the use effect when we haven't learned stuff like API. Hey guys, how's it going?
What's my plan after learning React? Just making a project with it, like anything cool, like something simple, just a normal project, you know, with a new language, and then it's just like put it on my resume, because I think there's a lot of cooler things and faster projects you can make with React. So just something, you know, like chill, just for stream, showing people like the journey of making a project and stuff. How is Amin doing? Amin is doing good, bro. He last time I talked to him last Wednesday. That's the last time I talked to Amin. But yeah, Amin's doing well, man. Amin is doing good. I think he said he told me he's coming back to YouTube very soon, so let's see for when that comes. But I think you're a member on his thing. That's why you had that video that you were talking to me about, because I asked him about it. And then yeah, it's a members only video, so only members who, like, if you pay a subscription for his account, you can get those videos. So that's what that was about. But yeah, let's see how to fetch API data. Let's see how to do this.
I'm back here with another episode of my React.js course. This is episode number 6, and today we're going to be using what we learned in the previous episode, where we learned the use effect hook, and we're going to be using it in order to learn how to fetch data in React. So I'm going to make a lot of episodes where I teach you guys how to
So this is a very important one, I think. React is a JavaScript library. Yep, yeah, I know. After you finish the course and play around with React a bit, I could show integration with the backend if you like. I really like React Query. Library is really useful for React. Yeah, for sure, bro, 100%. I'm gonna focus on finishing this, and then as soon as that gets done, like, we can try the backend stuff and all that.
fetch data and how to handle data fetching in React. But this is the first episode where I teach you guys really the basics of it. So we're going to be learning how to use the fetch API, how to use a library such as XUse. I'm also going to give you guys 2 different examples on fetching data from an API and displaying it inside of our project. And at the end, I'm going to give you guys an exercise where you guys can just do it at home. And if you want to check out the solution, it will all be in the description. So with that in mind, let's get into the tutorial. There's a database out there with a bunch of facts to deal with APIs in React, how to fetch data, and how to create an application that is fed by some sort of external API that sends the data through some sort of request into our project and does something with it, right? So the first example is going to be a very, very simple one, but it's really cool because it will explain to you guys 95% of what fetching data in React really is, at least the basics. So basically what we want is we want to have this project over here, which all it does is when you click on this button over here, a text will appear over here with a random cat fact. So that's that.
I don't know about this vid. How old is this vid? 2023. 1 year ago. July 27, 2022. Why is there new stuff? I don't see why you can't just use fetch API. I think that's what he does do. I don't know, fetch function, yeah.
Some sort of code that was written and that you're to deal with APIs in React, how to fetch data, and how to create an application that is fed by some sort of external API that sends the data through some sort of request into our project and does something with it, right? So the first example is going to be a very, very simple one, but it's really cool because it will explain to you guys 95% of what fetching data in React really is, at least the basics. So basically what we want is we want to have this project over here, which all it does is when you click on this button over here, a text will appear over here with a random cat fact. So that whole project is very random. It's not like something very useful, but in order to generate the random cat fact, it's not going to be us generating. It's going to be, there's a database out there with a bunch of facts about cats, and they provide us the data through an API request, and we get it in our React app and just show it in our screen. So the whole process of getting data from an external source and displaying it in our screen is everything I want to teach in this video. So for those who don't know, an API is just some sort of code that was written and that you're using in your project, but it isn't part of your specific project or the specific part of your project you're working in. So an API can mean a lot of different things. In this case, this over here is a website called catfact.ninja/fact, and this they created some sort of API that generates this, and every time we refresh or I don't know, just go to this URL, you see the web.
Sorob Ronier says, "Hey, yo, what's up, man? Nice to have you on the stream. I think this is you've came before. I remember your name from chat, but let's see what we can do here." So let's just return return yes. It's good to have you back, man. We can do this. And then we do a div class name equals up expected what am I doing wrong, bro? Am I getting rid of my to-do app? Oh, you want me to? I can just keep it. Should I like? Yeah. The thing is, I forgot how to like. I'd have to make a whole new workspace. Bro, can you introduce yourself? This is funny. I'm a third-year computer science student at the University of Calgary, and I'm seeking an internship. Really, that is my goal. That is how I would introduce myself. Other than that, in terms of personality, I think you can just tell based off the stream how I am and how I'm not. Lucas, how do you save this? Sorry, how do I make a new project? Because I remember you helping me start all this. I can just push this onto GitHub or something. But how do I make a new React project? I feel like it would take forever to make. Where am I from? I live in I was born in Canada, but I'm originally from Pakistan. You aren't created invite, so alright, I guess we're doing that then. So this is saved. So let's exit. Let's do that. Or we'll just exit out of this. New window. Make like a new folder. Just try. Once you get used to it, it'll take 2 seconds. Rename API React. I'm also a third-year computer science student from India. Sick. Great to hear, man. Great to hear. Where is it? Recents. It's on my desktop. Yeah, here I opened it. Now just control. And then I'll copy paste what you put. Here we go. Now what the heck? I'm getting, for some reason, I like once it hits the 2-hour mark on stream, I just get so sleepy. It's crazy. Yeah, there we go. Source code app.tsx. Why do I got all the errors in the world? I got all the errors in the world. Holy. No, I'm cool with TypeScript. How do I, what's up with these errors though? What's going on here? Do you know what's going on? Yarn install. There we go. We'll do that. Oh, I can't delete this for some reason. Damn, what the heck? My OBS crashed again, bruh. This is literally trolling. I'm gonna have to open YouTube on something else. Because my OBS just crashed. I have to watch it from here now. Damn, what the heck? Mute this. You said I can't really see your console. Yeah, probably not. It's probably stuck for you. Sorry, not stuck. Here you go. I don't know how long I can hold this for. Can you see it now? Maybe I like get out of there. Should be better. Yeah. OBS crashed though, so I have to look at the current YouTube chat the same way you see it. Just Control C, then do C. Oh yeah, okay. Control C. CD. What's going on here? Some crazy stuff is going down. Alright, W. Alright, all the errors are gone. Appreciate that, Lucas. Appreciate that. Alright, now let's see. Let's see what we can do. Without the quotes. Oh, do I still have... I mean, it worked. But... yeah, I'd probably have to remove the quotes. You're right. Let's see. We can try it still without... Alright, sick. Okay, let's go back to this tutorial. I might just watch half of it. I don't know if I can watch all of it. Well, I'll probably watch half of it for now. What was it called? Generate cat? Generate cat fact. I think it's called generate cat fact.
Mean a lot of different things. In this,
so we'll just make a button generate cat fact. Generate cat fact. Saji says I'm also doing projects for an internship. That's great to hear, man. Nice, bro. Let's go. What you working on? That's our to-do list. npm run some dev. Sorry, npm run dev. Click on the vi. We don't need all that. Click on the void. This that. Get rid of that. Generate cat fact. There we go.
Buddy, it's your bro.
What the heck? Oh, this is bro code.
case, this over here is a website called catfact.ninja/fact, and this they created some sort of API that generates this, and every time we refresh or I don't know, just go to this URL, you see the web page is kind of weird, right? It might look different for you, but the thing that is the same is that it will always show some sort of almost like a JavaScript object, right? This is not a JavaScript object. This is actually what is known as JSON, and it is a way to describe data. Now, you see it changes every time we refresh the page because this is just how this API works. What we want is we want to make a request to this website and get this data and display it in our project, right? So this is completely free. Make sure to get one that is completely free because you guys can just use it, and it's, I don't know, you don't even have to put anything. You just go to this URL. If you refresh it, you'll see you get the information. So how exactly would we do something like this? Well, first of all, we would have to have some sort of React project, right? And we have this one over here. Very simple. Nothing different from what we've been working so far. There's just a button that says generate cat fact and a p tag, a paragraph tag tag, which is empty for now, but we're going to put the cat fact inside of here. So to do this, we would want to fetch the data from this API. So fetching the data just means that we want to make a request to this website and get whatever information this URL returns. Now, this isn't a tutorial about fetching data and about requesting data in APIs in general, because I feel like if you're learning React, you probably already learned that when you were learning JavaScript. This is a main part of 99% of projects, websites out there. So I would.
What do you mean? There's some feedback. Are you like double hearing the voice, or? Cause I don't know. My OBS is crashed right now, so I'm just using the normal YouTube chat. What do you mean there's feedback? So yeah, I think a bit of double audio. It's not bad though. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I can't really do anything about it right now. That's the issue. My stream's kind of stuck right now. I might just, I don't know. I'll try to do halfway to this tutorial, like see how to use the fetch API thing, and then I might just call stream because my thing is kind of cooked right now. But yeah, I'll try to keep going. It was barely audible. I don't know what I can really do.
So much about the fetch API, but I'll show you that there's something that is. And this function over here, if I get this over here, the URL function returns a pre objects because we get it as a JSON, right? And a JSON, like I said, it's just a method or a way to JavaScript objects because we get it as a JSON.
He put class name in his thing. We'll just try to get the generate cat fact thing, and then we'll probably like class name equals Fussy Imtiaz. You got any tips on getting into a React project? I kind of just want to put out some random one on my resume without fully knowing it, just to have it. Yeah, I'd watch this tutorial by Pedro Tech. Literally one of the best tutorials I've ever encountered. It's really good. Shout out to him, man. Up. There we go.
JSON, right? And a JSON, like I said, is just a method or a way to represent data, but it looks very similar to an object. So it's very easy for you to convert a JSON to a JavaScript object, and it's a lot better for us to deal with this as a JavaScript object. So what we can do is we can grab the response from this API request. I'll call it res for response, and just turn it.
Yo, where's this cat fact thing? Cat fact API. What's the one he used?
Bro, hope you're
Wrong one. Cat fact ninja / fact. I guess it is this one. Facts. Get random fact. What's the what's my URL? Execute. There we go. I remember this a little from my front end days. So we use the, sorry, wrong fucking, why do I still have this open? Fetch. So we do it up here. This is useless. I'm not even using that. Fetch, and then my URL, my quotations, and then dot then.
Right? And a JSON, like I said, is just a method or a way to represent data, but it looks very similar to an object. So it's very easy for you to convert a JSON to a JavaScript object. And it's a lot better for us to deal with this as a JavaScript object. So what we can do is we can grab the response from this API request, I'll call it res for response, and just turn it into a JavaScript object like this. Then we'll grab that value and we'll call it data. And what we can do is we can just use this data that we get back from the API inside of here. So this is a very quick explanation of how the fetch function works. It is used to fetch data from the API, and you have to do it this way because that's how you have access to the data. I could do something, for example, console log the data, and you would see that. And what we can do is we can just use this just turn it into to convert a JSON to a JavaScript object. And it's a lot better for us to deal with this as a JavaScript object. So what we can do is we can grab the response from this API request, I'll call it res for response, and just turn it into a JavaScript object like this. Then
Alright, let's do that. That's rad. I would really recommend trying to learn React through. If you're gonna put it on a resume, recruiters will test you and put it on. If you put it on there, yeah, they do ask you about it. Although it depends. Sometimes if the job is React based, they might make you do Leet Code with the JavaScript. I don't know, actually, it depends. Sometimes they let you do it with the language you want. How long do you think it takes? I've done something 2 years ago, so I might need some. If you've done Java before, JavaScript isn't that bad. And if you know HTML, CSS somewhat, it's pretty good to do. It's not hard. I mean, I've never done it before, and I'm not having a hard time right now, so yeah. Res. And then res.join.json. And then another dot then. It's a whole lot of.
We'll grab that value and we'll call it data. And what we can do is we can just use this data that we get back from the API inside of here. So this is a very quick explanation of how the fetch function works. It is used to fetch data from the API, and you have to do it this way because that's how you have access to the data. I could do something, for example, console log the data, and you would see that if I put this over here, just over here, you'll see that we will get the console log. I'll come over here, refresh the page, and you'll see that in our console, now we have this object that actually displays the information from the and you have to do it this way because that's how you have access to the data. This data that we get from the API inside of here. So this is a very quick explanation of how the fetch.
This long, man. The data. Close it. And then. Oh, I cooked it. And then. We, for some reason, open a curly bracket, close it, and then do this. Semicolon. Yeah, honestly, it depends. Not gonna lie, I can't super say because I've never really worked for too many software companies. I just know I would test for it if I was hiring, and I'm planning to hire soon, I think. But React isn't bad too if you know a bit of JavaScript. That is true. Yo, if Lucas, if you find anyone like from the stream, we can talk off stream about this. But if you find someone here like who might be smart, and I'm assuming you'd get remote work, you could hire someone from here if they would be interested. Well, we can talk more off stream about that. I have some ideas for like opportunities and stuff. If you're interested, though, obviously. But yeah, React isn't that bad, honestly. I'm at least any dev experience with front end, if you have, React shouldn't be that bad.
Function works. It is used to fetch data from an API, and you have to do it this way because that's how you have access to the data. I could do something, for example, console log the data, and you would see that if I put this over here, just over here, you'll see that we will get the console log. I'll come over here.
Yeah, I was thinking about not hiring at the moment. Still need more traction. Yeah, I know. I mean, like later when you want to scale and stuff, you need to push marketing harder right now. Yeah, that's all. That's what business is about, bro. It's not coding stuff. Isn't even the business, like the main stuff you need for business. What is it? Console.log data.
Refresh the page.
That's good to hear, Fuzzy. Data.
And you'll see that in our console, now we have this object that actually displays the information from the Ninja Fact API. If I kept refreshing, you'll see the information will be different, right? We're getting it twice because of an issue I'll talk about in a bit. But basically, you can see we are indeed fetching data from an API. But there's actually an easier way to fetch.
All right, let's see. Let's run this. npm run dev. Wait, it didn't even run my code, bro. Does anyone know what's going on with this? Inspect. Console. Damn. It's there. Generate. We'll generate again. I mean, it didn't come. Is there issues? Seems like there's issues. I don't know why I can't run npm run dev. Do you know why it's not running on this thing? I'll just do Control C. There we go. Made a new local host. Generate cat fact. Inspect. It makes it seem like there's so many errors on the console. There. Cats are subject to gum disease. And okay, so we have it fetching.
Fetch data from an API. It's a way that I prefer, especially in the beginning. Instead of using the fetch API like this, we can use another library that exists in React or in JavaScript as well, called Axios.
Alright, we'll do this Axios stuff on the next stream because I am sadly running out of time and my OBS has crashed. But we did get our thing to work. We are fetching an API where we generate a random cat fact. I'll do the rest tomorrow because it's getting kind of late where I am. So I have some things that I need to do for my classes. But yeah, you guys can see like it's showing the random fact. Like many Egyptians worship the goddess Bast who had a woman. What the? Okay, interesting. We'll generate another one. This is just my opinion, but take it as you will. I think the most important thing is trying to make yourself marketable. Doing C++ is going to be really hard to make yourself marketable. I think getting into JavaScript world is probably the best way to get into market more jobs. C++ is really hard, the first language to learn, and actually make yourself marketable. I agree with what Lucas said on that. Why doesn't it generate more though? Like I'm trying to generate another one and then it just doesn't. One issue. Contents here. Your site blocks the use of eval in JavaScript. I don't even think it does it on click though. Does it have it on?
Actually, it's just yeah. From the in our console now we have to get the console up. I'll come over here.
Yeah, I had
Here.
to do an on click, bro.
Just over here.
No wait, I didn't do an on click.
You'll see that we will get the console up. I'll come over here.
Bro, wait.
Here, just over here. You'll see that we will get the console up.
Sorry, I have to put it there. My bad. I have to put it here inside the function. Now let's see. Inspect console. Yeah, every time I click it now. Generate. I think it takes some time though. Like it doesn't come straight away. But I have multiple. Yeah, all these ones now. Sick. Tolerate, that's what honestly I don't know what X is for. It does the same thing as what you just said. I guess we'll find out though. But yeah, anyways guys, I think I'm gonna call stream for today. This was a very successful stream. We gained about like 10 subscribers from the stream, so that was awesome. I think I'm gonna call it for today because I am running short on time and we've been on stream for like almost 3 hours. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining today. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and we're almost at that 1K subscriber goal. So yeah, hopefully we hit it and we make that Discord community to give a lot of us opportunities. No, you have to have an on click on the button. Asher Harris says listen. Yes, what's up? What do you mean listen? So I messaged on your Twitter. Okay, I'll talk to you there. Lucas, what do I have to do with the on click? On click. Do I just do this? Like literally just hit this stuff? I'll just put this in the on click. That's my assumption. We'll give it to GPT real quick because I just wanted to fix this. Chat GPT. You messaged me on Twitter? Yeah, I'll check that out, man. I will check that out. Can you fix this? Wrap your fetch in a function called fetch catch and put the fetch catch in an on click. Okay, I think handle click, that's what. But you're saying put it in a fetch catch. So, sorry, I'll just redo this. How do I do the fetch catch thing that you're talking about? Bro, what am I doing? What the heck is this? Oh, for now, we want to chill on this. Yeah, what GPT did. On click. Okay, so we call it handle click. And then, okay, got it. Set cat fat. Okay. We gotta do our use states and all that. So let's copy this one. I gotta practice my React. I'm probably gonna practice more off stream. But, that's sick. Okay. Awesome. And then on click, as soon as I click it, it's just like the cat fact and everything pulls up. That's really cool. Yeah, I'll do more on this tomorrow. But we'll do more React tomorrow, and then day after we'll do Leet Code. But for today, I'm gonna call the stream. I'm gonna work off stream though. Try to get my skills better because I can't just work on stream. I can't just work on stream and then expect results, so I have to work even more. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna work off stream and see how to improve my skills. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna call stream for today. It was very fun. I had a good time, and yeah, thank you all for joining stream today. I think I'm just gonna call it here. New setup though with the music and the mic, but I think the music's not on right now. But it's all good. But yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in. It was a little longer of a stream, but it's all good. And yeah, everyone take care. Peace out. Good night, guys. Good night. Or good morning for some of you, but yeah, peace out.